Imagine a quiet, rain-soaked diner. A lone waitress wiping tables, unaware that tonight her life will change forever. A billionaire CEO bursts in, bloodied, terrified, pursued by ruthless gangsters who will kill without mercy. She has no idea why he is here or why he trusts her. But one decision will drag her into a deadly game of lies, betrayal, and survival. Every second counts. Every move could be the last. Who can she trust? Who will survive the storm? And what happens when the person you save turns out to be far more dangerous than the people hunting him? Watch the full story to uncover the shocking twists, the betrayal, and the moment that will leave your jaw on the floor. Do not blink. Because in this story, one mistake can cost everything. Click play and step into the storm. The rain struck the diner's windows like tiny fists. Neon lights flickered outside, glowing red against the puddles. Inside, the place was almost empty. Only one waitress moved quietly between the booths. Her name was Alina. She wiped the counter, but her eyes kept darting to the door. Then it opened. A man stumbled in, drenched, his face pale and his suit torn. Blood stained his collar. Alina froze, her breath caught in her throat. The name echoed in her head like a curse. It was the name of her manager, the same man who hired her at the diner. The same man who told her to never ask questions about late-night visitors. Her blood ran cold. The CEO's eyes burned with urgency. He works with them, he rasped. He set me up. Alina's world tilted. The voices of police blurred into static. She could not tell if the ground beneath her feet was steady anymore. Her manager, friendly smile, kind words, had always seemed like family. But now his face twisted in her mind, shadows replacing warmth. The officers lifted the CEO onto a stretcher. Alina tried to follow, but one blocked her path. "Ma'am, stay here," he ordered. His tone was sharp, commanding, too sharp. Her skin prickled. Her instincts screamed. She watched their eyes, their movements. Something was off. One officer never called in backup. Another avoided eye contact when she asked questions. Her heart pounded. The CEO saw it too, even weak. Bleeding. He stared at her, silently pleading. She realized the terrible truth. Not all of these men were real police. The gang had already infiltrated them. A chill slid down her spine. If she let him leave with them, he would vanish forever. The stretcher rolled toward the door. The rain outside swallowed their footsteps. Alina's fists clenched. Her choice was made. She could either stay silent and safe, or she could act and risk her own life. Her gaze locked on the officer holding the door. Open! His hand brushed the butt of his pistol. The rain hissed on the pavement, washing blood into the gutters. Alina's hands trembled as she clutched the CEO's shoulder. The stranger stepped closer, each footfall slow, deliberate. The scar across his cheek gleamed under the alley light. His eyes, cold, piercing, never left the man on the stretcher. The CEO's chest heaved. "You should not be alive," he whispered, his voice broken with disbelief. The stranger crouched, water dripping from his coat. "I was left to die," he said flatly. The words cut sharper than any blade. Alina's breath caught. The CEO's face drained of color. His lips parted, but no words came. Her mind spun. Left to die? By him? The stranger leaned closer, his scar twisting with a grim smile. "You betrayed me," he hissed. "And now you are the one bleeding in the gutter." Alina felt the weight of every word sink into her bones. The CEO looked at her, eyes desperate, pleading for her to believe him. "Alina," he rasped. "Do not listen. He was the traitor." "Silence," the stranger snapped, slamming his hand against the wall. The sound cracked through the storm. Alina flinched, her heart pounding so loud she thought they could both hear it. The stranger's gaze shifted to her. "You saved him," he said softly, almost curious. "Why?" Her lips parted, but her voice failed her. "Why?" The rain slowed to a drizzle, washing the alley clean. Alina's clothes were soaked through, but she felt a strange calm. The city lights reflected in the puddles, fractured and glowing. Behind her, the CEO sat on the alley curb, silent, broken. No words passed between them. She did not look back. Her heart was pounding, but steady. In the distance, the sound of sirens faded as real help arrived. Alina disappeared into the night, leaving the past, the lies, and the empire behind. Days later, news of a major corporate scandal broke. The billionaire's holdings were seized. Names of corrupt officials surfaced. Justice unfolded quietly, methodically, far from the chaos of the alley. Alina kept walking, taking small jobs, living simply, but the night never left her memory. The rain, the thunder, the neon glow, the notebook smeared with blood and ink. It stayed, a reminder of the choice she made. And then, months later, a letter arrived. No return address. Inside, a single key and a note. You saved more than a life. You saved the truth. Use it wisely, Alina smiled faintly, slipping the key into her pocket. Her steps were lighter now, and somewhere, in the quiet corners of the city, a hotel awaited her. The sirens outside grew louder, blending with the distant rumble of thunder. Alina stood in the elevator, chest heaving, rainwater dripping from her hair. The lieutenant lay crumpled on the floor, groaning, defeated but not unconscious. Her hands shook, but she kept her eyes on him. She knew better than to trust silence. The hotel lobby doors burst open. Police officers poured in, flashlights cutting through the dim, stormy night. Alina raised her hands, letting them see the defeated man at her feet. Officers rushed forward, cuffing him. One of them glanced at her, suspicion in his eyes. "You okay, ma'am?" he asked. Alina nodded, though her body trembled with exhaustion and adrenaline. Then a voice behind her made her freeze. "Alina!" The CEO stepped into the elevator, leaning on a handrail, eyes wide. His face was pale, his suit ruined. Blood drying on his shirt. "Why?" he asked, voice barely more than a whisper. Alina turned to him, gripping the key in her hand. "Because I choose who deserves to survive," she said calmly. His jaw tightened. "You saved yourself." "But what about me?" Her gaze hardened. "You built your empire on fear and lies. You will answer for that."